They have to wave.
Hello.
Okay.
Did your school provide you with proper sex education? Do you feel as though students today are receiving proper sex education? Schools should be providing students with comprehensive sexual education. My school only provided me with abstinence-based sex education, and I was not taught a lot of important information. Students who receive comprehensive sexual education are more likely to perform safe sexual decisions, build healthier relationships, and lower teen pregnancy rates. To start, the first reason I have is that students are more likely to make those safe sex decisions. A recent examination of the National Survey of Family Growth to determine the impact of the sexuality education on sexual risk-taking for young people ages 15 to 19 revealed that teens who received comprehensive sex education were 50% less likely to report a pregnancy than those who received abstinence-only education. When students receive CSE, they are more likely to use condoms when engaging in sexual activity. Students will be taught that abstinence is the best way to prevent STIs and unwanted pregnancies. However, in CSE, condoms and other contraceptives will greatly reduce your risk of STIs and pregnancy. So basically, when given CSE, abstinence is still being taught. However, they are also giving other ways to prevent STIs and pregnancy. Not only will students make safe sexual decisions, students will also be able to build healthier relationships in their life here on. Students gain essential knowledge and skills to be healthy, empowered, and foster positive gender equitable relationships. So when those students receive CSE, they gain the knowledge and skills they need to build healthy relationships, and they will be able to make informed decisions about the actions they partake in those such relationships. With those healthy relationships, they can go on to lower the teen pregnancy rates. The National Institute of Health that has stated that CSE has reduced county-level unintentional birth rates by over 3%. Most Americans support CSE as research shows it is highly effective in reducing those unwanted outcomes. When students participate in CSE, they are less likely to obtain unintentional pregnancies. There are many teen pregnancies happening in the United States because students are only being taught abstinence-based sexual education. I believe that CSE can have a more positive impact on our students than abstinence-only based education. It has been shown that if all schools provided age-appropriate, comprehensive sex education, our students will not only build healthier relationships, but also make safe decisions that in the end prevent unwanted pregnancies. So go ahead, think back to your sex ed, if you had any. What difference would it have made in your life if you received a more comprehensive sexual education?
Wow.
Any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. What is abstinence-only sex education? What is abstinence?
So abstinence is when abstinence is not having sex until marriage. So abstinence only based sexual education is when students are taught that the only way, no others, the only way to prevent STDs, STIs, and pregnancy is by partaking in abstinence, which is not having sex until marriage. Where, however, CSE, Comprehensive Sex Education, they do teach you that, but they also teach you about condoms and other birth controls to prevent those STDs and unwanted pregnancies. Any questions?
Where did you learn about comprehensive CSE?
Where did I learn about comprehensive sex education?
Yeah.
So for this speech, I was given a list of prompts, and I picked one that I felt most passionate about, which was, when I was in school, I received abstinence-only sex education. I was not taught about condoms, I was not taught about birth controls and any other forms of safe sex decisions besides for abstinence. So I decided that I was going to research. Is this a national thing? Are students only given abstinence-based sex education? And as it turns out, there is such thing as CSE.
And you said in your argument that CSC students have less birth rates than non-CSC students.
Yes.
So you believe that all education should include CSE?
I believe that yes, all levels of education should have age-appropriate CSE. So even if it's given multiple times, there is CSE that is intended for certain age levels. So yes.
Where would you start? Which age group would you start teaching this?
I think that it should start to be taught at around the 3rd, 4th grade level. And then from there, you give an age-appropriate comprehensive sex education. And then I feel like another one should probably be given around middle school, which again, age-appropriate, because a big reason why Americans do not want CSE in their schools is because they don't think it's appropriate. They think that abstinence is the only thing that should be taught, and that you should not be talking about condoms and sex to young children, which, yes, that makes sense, but that's why CSE is age appropriate, is given at age appropriate levels.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Will you wave?